Hey Boyd team, friends and family, Justin Boyd here. It is February and we are heading straight into Valentine's Day in 1 week. What I wanted to come and talk to you today is about inflation. Now, I'm not talking about the inflation that happens around my waist between Thanksgiving and Christmas. We can talk about that at a different time. What we're talking about today is price inflation. And where we see that the most, that affects us the most, is at the grocery store. So last year, let's say you went to the grocery store and you bought all of your groceries for a week and it cost $100. This year, you go to the grocery store and you buy the exact same things and it costs you $125. So that means it's gone up $25, 25% from what it was last year. That is the consumer price index because we are consumers of the things at the store. Now, I like to use a refrigerator for an example of the second measure that people look at, and that's the producer price index. We have a Samsung refrigerator, and so we are the consumers of the refrigerator, but Samsung is the producer of the refrigerator. They have to buy all of the pieces and parts to put all of that together, and they pay a rate for those products. Now, what we're seeing is that the producers are paying, depending on the product, anywhere from 10, 20, even 40% more than what they did this time last year. And so we will likely see prices continue to increase over the course of the next few months on those products. I don't know if you guys have seen the price of vehicles, but that is a great example of all of the manufacturers of vehicles are paying more for the pieces and parts. And so vehicles are far more expensive than they were this time last year. What does all this have to do with real estate, you may be asking? Great question. The Fed likes to see a 2% inflation rate. That keeps us at a normal pace where things are going to get a little bit more expensive every year. And what we're seeing again is somewhere in the 8% rate right now for the consumer price index. And the way the Fed regulates that is that if that rate is getting too high, they begin to raise interest rates. Now, at the end of 2021, we had interest rates in the low 3s, high 2s, was pretty normal. And here we are at the beginning of February, and we're already seeing those rates being at 3.5% and even higher. And so what is projected over the course of the next few months is those are going to get closer to 4 and will likely be over 4 by the end of the year. Now, what does that mean for you in real estate? If you're purchasing on a 30-year mortgage and you're buying an average house in Greenville of around $300,000, that means your monthly payment at a 3.5% interest rate is going to be around $1,462. Now, if you waited until December and that interest rate went from 3.5% to 4.5%, that house is also appreciating in value. And so if you bought that exact same house at the end of the year instead of in January, you're going to be paying $1,770 per month for the same house. So if you decide to purchase right now, that's a discount of $300 that you can save every month if you purchase now as opposed to at the end of the year. So that is my message to you guys, is that as we are looking towards 2022 and what the interest rates are going to look like, what the real estate market's going to look like, houses are going to continue to appreciate. We have a huge influx of people moving into Greenville. Prices are not going down. At the same time, those interest rates going up, that house is going to be more expensive on a monthly basis at the end of the year as opposed to right now. And so if you are looking at doing anything in the next few years, now is the time to buy at a discount. If you have any other questions about that, I love to talk through all of this. I just don't want to bore the 90% of you that don't really care about all this. And so please give me a call if you have more questions. Would love to talk about it. Otherwise, have a great Valentine's Day. Have a great February. Enjoy the cool weather while we got it. Maybe we'll get another snow. That was a lot of fun a couple weeks ago. But I hope you guys have a great February. Look forward to talking to you in March.